You see, by confronting God in the space of unanswered prayer, we actually open the door to something else, and that is an invitation. Unanswered prayer is not for the believer an experiment in faith or a love in order to find out of a love that's marked by trying to figure out what we're really made of. It's not a testing ground for our fidelity. God isn't like that. Instead, it is an invitation. It's a real invitation to know God more and to actually know him in a new way. Not just in the I've read about this way or my pastor told me about it kind of way, but in a way that is meant to change not only the nature of our prayers, but also our understanding of the one to whom we are praying. Our invitation to know God looks like knowing him in the depths of our most vulnerable and exposing places. Knowing him and what it feels like to stand next to him as we confront our greatest fears and our greatest failures. To know his goodness even when it doesn't match ours. To know his nearness against the backdrop of his silence. To know the language he speaks to us in suffering. And to know his unwavering good and true and righteous character and nature amidst the chaotic, evil nature of the sin and fallen world. To know him. To know how he enters in and weeps with you. How he holds sorrow for what you're carrying in a way then you're not even carrying it. And how he too aches for things to be made right, to be put back the way it was supposed to be, to know him. To know him. This is our invitation in unanswered prayer. And we can miss it if we don't lean in, if we get too pissed off, if we get too frustrated, if we just declare somehow in our righteousness that he's not good enough. There is an undercurrent in unanswered prayer of invitation to you and me to level up and to have an encounter with the living God in a way that we haven't before. We don't despair because he's always ferocious about our goodness. He is jealous for your encounter and experience of him. He has not neglected or abandoned you. He is fighting for you, fighting for your affection, fighting for your attention, fighting to come close. If only we'll take him up on the offer, on this invitation that's been extended to us. Knowing God this way is born out of unanswered prayer if we will let it.